Now with President Clinton, whose new book is Back to Work. Okay, now, President Obama. His chances to be re-elected are, I'd say, 50-50 at this point. Would that be fair?
I think they're a little better than that.
Why would you think that when most of the polls show his approval's low 40s and most people, 60%, feel the country's headed in the wrong direction?
Because his approval's up in the last few weeks, and because of this payroll tax cut where he's for it, and it looks like the House may not be. And
yeah, but that's transient.
Their approval rate is down to 11%.
All right. You know,
I think, and let me also say, because I think he's out there running against himself now. As soon as he gets an opponent, it'll be for the next 4 years. Who do you think's more likely to take us in the right direction?
No, but it's going to be. I think it's going to be a referendum on President Obama anyway, no matter who it is. You work with Newt Gingrich. You respect him?
I respect his ability to think and do, and I eventually hammered out a really productive relationship with him.
You respect him as a man?
I don't disrespect anybody who works with me in good faith. I think he was way more political than I would have been. He's defended what he called scorched earth politics, and I certainly was the beneficiary of it. But I think that...
Did he use unfair tactics on you?
It depends on, not in his mind.
In your mind?
I don't think about it like that. I either liked it or I didn't.
Was he an enemy of yours while you were in the White House?
Until he got to be Speaker and until the government shutdown changed the public...
and then you found daytime?
Yeah, we worked together for 5 years.
Would you vote for him?
No, I'm going to vote for Obama.
Why wouldn't you vote for, just take the president out of the equation, again, a good Democrat, why wouldn't you vote for Newt Gingrich? Why would you not cast a ballot for him?
I can't take that out of the equation. I believe in a whole different direction in energy policy. I think the president's done a good job in foreign policy, and I think that we've got a better economic strategy now going than the one he's likely to implement. I thought the best thing he said in the campaign, though, Gingrich, was what he said 2 debates ago in the foreign policy debate about how this immigration issue should be handled. But then the very next day he said he didn't like the Ninth Circuit decision, so he just wanted to get rid of the Ninth Circuit. And then he mentioned some other decision he didn't get his own on, fire this federal judge. So
he's on this program tonight, Gingrich. He's coming up right behind you.
I bet he'll be very entertaining.
Well, we've challenged him on
but
that.
But anyway, let me just say this. When we were working together, I enjoyed it. And I think he has a lot of knowledge, and I think he comes up with some quite creative ideas. The purpose of a primary is to test everybody's strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah, the mental.
And everybody's got strengths and weaknesses. And this has actually got an interesting dynamic between Newt Gingrich and Governor Romney.
What about Romney? You know him?
A little bit. I always, unlike you, I like the Massachusetts health care bill. And the Massachusetts system's more expensive than the rest of America, but it was before the health care bill passed. And inflation and health care costs in Massachusetts have been less than in the country as a whole since it passed.
Okay. If you had a vote between Romney and Gingrich, if you snuck up to New Hampshire, because anybody can vote in that primary, you go for?
I am not going to get in that Republican primary. No way you could ask me any kind.
All right.
I also like Huntsman, and if I voted for him, I'd be in the 1%, but he arguably has the most consistently conservative economic record of anybody.
Well, he did very well in Utah, there's no doubt about it. Now, when your wife is running against Barack Obama in New Hampshire, and this must bring back memories to you, the press favored Obama, correct?
No, I think yes.
All right, no doubt about it. I don't think there's any doubt that the American press favored Barack Obama over Hillary Clinton in the primaries. Now, is that going to happen again? Is the American press going to favor Barack Obama over the Republican candidate?
We'll just have to wait and see.
You know the answer is yes. Now my question is, why? Why does the American press favor the more liberal candidate?
Well, I think there was more to it than that last time. But
tell me what. They didn't like your wife because of what reason?
I'm not going there. She's the Secretary of State. Nothing I say can be helpful on this. This
But
might
you
be
have an
interesting
opinion. All right,
conversation.
that-
Yes,
and
I
I
have an
respect
opinion,
that.
and I'm going to keep it to myself.
I respect that. I respect that. But you obviously have thought about this, and you have thought about the media and how it handled the primary, the Democratic primary last time. I can see it in your eyes, and I respect the fact that you don't want to burn any bridges here. But there is, and you're in the Fox News channel now. You're in the no spin zone, and this channel was created because of the labyrinth that the media had set up that was largely liberal, largely, and you were a beneficiary of it too, a little bit about against Bush the elder. And it still is there to this day. So generally speaking, why is the media more liberal than conservative?
I don't know that it's always been that way. For example, in 1992, when I ran, I was hardly the beneficiary of it in the primary.
Not in the primary, but in the main.
The flavor of the day.
Right.
And so, you know, they always like what's new, and they always like a conflict, and they always like a story. But nothing I can say will contribute to anything good happening in America. And so I am not going to contribute to that.
All right. The book, once again, is Back to Work, and we appreciate the president taking the time. We posted the entire interview unedited on BillO'Reilly.com. Directly ahead, Crowley.